that. So we finally have a day, because the other day was funny because I was talking to a friend of mine, and I think we were at the Sloppy Seconds podcast, and I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. And he was like, okay, so we're almost at the end of Drag Race season 16. When are we going to get to know who the queens of Drag Race All-Stars 9, when are we going to find out? Like, we already know who the girls are, and I'm going to remind y'all, in case y'all don't know, who the alleged rumored, but child, the cat been out the bag for over a year, but we'll entertain it as a rumor of who the queens are going to be on All-Stars 9. So we finally got a date, and shout out to Sherry Shepherd for spilling the tea. So with one of the top 3 queens of RuPaul's Drag Race season 16 about to be crowned on April 19th, my money's on Safira Cristal, fans of the long-running hit series are wondering, when will the queens of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 9 be revealed? Now, according to comedian and daytime talk show host Sherry Shepherd, the new batch of queens looking to duke it out once more for the coveted spot in the Drag Race Hall of Fame, will sashay across the Sherry stage on May 9th. Now, Sherry spilled the Drag Race tea while interviewing Lopez versus Lopez stars George and Mayan Lopez. Mayan, a superfan, recently appeared as a guest judge on season 16. Sidebar, I want to give a shout out to Kevin Ortega Rojas. I don't know if y'all follow him on Instagram, but definitely follow him because he's like an openly queer Latino male, Afro-Latino. You know, he embraces his black side, even though he light-skinned, and a lot of y'all don't like to act like you Latinos are part black, but you are. But anyway, let's move on. He brought up something about George Lopez and how George Lopez is a piece of shit because he went on, I think he was on The View, and Whoopi Goldberg threw up some misinformation. Oh wait, hold on. Let me check something, because for some reason, I don't know why I keep saying, oh, I know why. It's unplugged. My damn thing was unplugged the whole fucking time. I'm like, wait a minute, it's plugged in. Okay, so now I'm good. Now I don't have to rush through the show, because I'm like freaking out over my battery. Like literally saying my battery was down on my laptop. But anyway, so let's continue. So Kevin Ortega Rojas pulled up on Instagram a thing about George Lopez, and Whoopi Goldberg, him and his daughter, because you know she's been everywhere with him, recently appeared on the View, and Whoopi Goldberg, I guess, spewed some misinformation about. I actually found the article, so we'll combine it with Drag Race. But anyway, so yeah, he recently spilled the article in regards of, you know what, I'm gonna let y'all know that story in a second. I'll get to Drag Race. We'll focus on that, and then I'll bring up the whole Kevin thing with George Lopez after the fact. I'll make that a separate video because then I could dive deep into that. But anyway, let's get back to Drag Race. So you know, as y'all know, previous Drag Race Hall of Famers include Chad Michaels, Alaska, Trixie Mattel, Monet Exchange, Trinity the Tuck, Shea Coulee, Kylie Sonique Love, Jinx Monsoon, and Jimbo. So the queens that are actually supposed to appear on the upcoming season, and let me share the screen with y'all so that way y'all can see the girls. Bring back my girls. Bring back my girls. Where they at? Is Angeria Paris Van Michaels from season 14. We got Mick from season 13. We got Georges from season 14. Nina West from season 11. Plastique Tiara from season 11. Roxy Andrews from season 5. All Stars 2. And Chanel from season 1. But I can think after last year when Chanel appeared on I think she did All Stars as like one of the lip sync assassins. I felt like that was the time I was like, okay, we need to get Chanel to come back on the show. And Miss Vanjie herself are all supposed to appear on the upcoming season of RuPaul's Drag Race. So I'm actually excited to get these queens to be a part of the show because, you know, I actually love, you know, RuPaul's Drag Race is one of my favorite shows. These are the alleged queens supposed to be coming on. So we're going to find out next month in regards of who's going to be a part of the show. I know I saw some people say, okay, only 8 queens. Like, why are they only doing 8 queens? And the rumor is because none of the queens are going to be eliminated this season, that they're going to do some type of point system or whatever the case is, because The gag is, and I knew this before because they were struggling to find girls to come on the show. The girls was tired of this whole thing about having to eliminate each other, that sort of thing. And I feel like what All Stars should be, it should be a celebration of the girls who were eliminated from previous seasons. So they come on, they're spending all this money on their fashions, they're doing all this other stuff. Just have them do, work to like this point system, whatever the case was, and they kind of lip sync for your win or whatever the case is. And then when you get to the final episode, it's like, okay, you already know we're doing 12 episodes, 14 episodes. So by the time episode 13 comes, this is the episode where it's like we pick our top 3. Because that's what you should do, top 3. And then the rest of the girls is, they maybe have them vote or do whatever. Figure out what you could do with the other girls who don't make it in the end. But just have your top 3 queens, fight for the crown to be up there with, the other girls. So that's the way I would look at it, in my opinion. That's how I would want to see Drag Race, or how they would do the show. So I really feel like that All Stars 9 should be a celebration of the queens, and the regular Drag Race season, we stick with the eliminations and all that other stuff. But I feel like that's what I would love about All Stars. It's like not another show where they're eliminating each other, or you're leaving it up to the queens to sit there and eliminate each other while RuPaul just sits there and collects a damn check and then has everybody else being hated all over social media for removing their fave. Like, we're not doing that. That shit was tired. It's late. I'm over it. I don't want it. Most people don't want it. Get creative. So anyway.